Hi Duchess Mate. So today we'll be working on a halter neck backless jumpsuit, and this is the fabric we are working with on the floor here. So join me as I show you how to cut and sew this backless halter neck jumpsuit. Okay guys, so we are working with my fabric folded into two, because I want to cut the front piece of this trouser, and my trouser length is 45, but I'm giving it an extra 3-inch allowance, so this is 48, length 48, and I'm going to mark it here. So this line is like where I'm going to mark my waist measurement. Yes, so this is my waistline for this trouser, and then I'll go ahead to measure my waist measurement, of course. So my waist measurement, I'm working with 30, so dividing it by 4 is going to give me 7.5. So 7.5 plus 2-inch allowance. Okay guys, so after I got my waist length, where my waist length will be, I went ahead to mark the center of this place. So the center is 8.5, and why I'm using this method is simply because I'm trying to sew a free pants, like a baggy pants. So whatever measurement I'm doing, I'm going to be making it from this center point. So my waist measurement is actually 30, that's 7.5 for each piece. So this 7.5 will be divided into two so that I can mark it from both ends. So 7.5 divided by 2 is going to plus my 2-inch allowance. So I'm working with 10-inch. So I'm going to mark out 5-inch from here, 5-inch from here. Okay. So yes, this is my 5-inch measurement here. This is 5-inch, and this is the other 5-inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as well. So this is my waist measurements that I'm working with. So I'm going to have my flap over here, and my flap, or some people call it crotch, I'm working with 14. So sorry, I'm working with 13.5. So this is my 13.5 crotch, and I'll go ahead to give it a nice curve. If you have your French curve, you can actually use that, but I'm giving it a freehand curve. So this is what we have for this area. So from here, I'm going to be marking my hip measurement. So my hip line is on 9-inch. So this is 9-inch, and this is my hip line. So we're working with the hip of 10.5, but my client wants her dress to be a little bit fitted and free. So 10.5 plus 2-inch sewing allowance, that's 12.5. So we're going to leave it as 13 already here. So yeah, and then we go ahead to connect this line. Like I said, if you have your rule, use your rule, but I'm using my free hand. Then we go ahead to mark the down part. Like I said, it's going to be a free gown, a free trouser rather, so I wouldn't bother to do anything else here. So this place is just going to be the down part of it, like very free, no more cutting or anything. Then we're going to cut this out, and when we cut this out, we're going to use it to work on our back piece. go ahead to open up this part as well. So this is what we have when we are done cutting, and we're going to use this front piece to cut the back piece. Okay, so like I mentioned, that we'll be using the front piece to cut out the back piece. So I've placed the front piece on top of the back piece that I'll be cutting out soon. So if you look, you might be seeing the marks, and this is me raising it up for you to see. This is the front piece, and this other material is the back piece. So we're going to be cutting it out right now. But one thing with the back piece, because I said it's a backless jumpsuit, so the back waist measurement will not be exactly like the waist measurement. We're going to add something extra because the back side is going to be having an elastic band. So the back waist measurement will be exactly the same thing as the hip measurement. So it's just going to be a straight line. And then the crotch area, we're going to have extra 2-inch allowance because of the boots. Our back measurement for trouser and the front measurement is not always the same. So because of the ass area, we add extra 2-inch allowance so that it will balance and it will not be dragging up because of the ass. So let's get into it. So now this is my waistline, and like I mentioned, we'll be adding extra 2-inch allowance over here. So this is my 2-inch allowance for the back piece, and 2-inch allowance down for the back piece. So this is it. Yeah. And so yeah, this is the extra 2-inch allowance we have cut out already. We have marked out rather. And then for this area, this is my hip measurement. So it's just going to be a straight line upward, and I'll cut this out down. So this is the extra 2-inch allowance, you see. So we have an extra 2-inch allowance down. So we're going to cut this out right now. So after cutting out my fabric, this is what we have: the front piece and the back piece. So this is 4 pieces all together. The back piece, 2 pieces. And when I got this fabric, I realized it has it's a two-way fabric, like it has two faces. And I intend to make this outfit as a two-way dress, like an outfit you can wear 2 different ways. You can wear the front, you can wear the back. So yes, this is the front, the back piece rather, 2 piece, and then the front piece as well, 2 piece of the front piece. So we have our down pants cut out already. Let's go ahead to cut the halter front because the back is backless. So let's go ahead to cut the front piece, and that's why the back of our pants is straight like this, because we're going to be using an elastic band to pull it together. Okay, I'm going to go ahead to cut the front halter neck piece, and I have folded my fabric into 2 already. So my fabric is folded into 2 already because we're just cutting the front piece. There's no back piece. The back is backless, remember. So yes, and our half length is 19.5. So I'm using 20.5, one each stitching allowance, where we're going to connect it to the pants, the front pants piece. So this is our 20.5 inch, that's 20.5, and I've marked it out. So we'll go ahead to mark the shoulder area. So the shoulder is we have a shoulder of 16, that's 8 inch. So this is 8 inch already here, and obviously this is our armhole. Armhole is 8. There's a way we calculate armhole, but I think I'll do that in another video, or I'll just put the calculation on my screen so you can see it. So this is 8, and then the bust measurement is 35, that's 8¾ that's almost 9, so we're going to use 9 plus 2 inch allowance, that's 11, so this is where it's going to stop. And our waist measurement is 30, that's 7.5, so 7.5 plus 2 inch allowance is 9.5. But when we're cutting the trouser, we actually use 10, so let's mark our 10 here as well. Yes, so this is our waist measurement, and we're going to connect this together, then cover out the armhole. So yes, this is our armhole. So this is like a basic bodice drafting, but then, like I said, it's a halter neck, and the round neck measurement is 13. So 13 divided by 4 is going to give us 3 1/4. So this is 3 1/4. So let's make it 4 because of our folding in allowance, or 4.5 instead. So this is 4.5. So from here we're going to connect this down. So we're going to connect it down to our armhole. So this is the halter neck, and here I'm going to take it in a little because I'm going to be adding my rope. Okay, so here, this is what we have. And then we're going to cut this out. So I don't know if you can see it clearly, but let's give it a fine cut out. I believe with that we'll be able to get what we are talking about. So yes. So yeah, this is it. We have it. So this is what we have for our front piece, our halter neck front piece. So let's open it up and let's have a clearer look of it. So yeah, this is it. This is what we have. So here we're going to attach a rope that will be tied to the back. We're going to stitch up here, stitch up here, stitch up here, stitch up here, and then join this part to the waist, and this is it. So when I have everything assembled together, I'm going to show you what it looks like, and also I might have to do a stitching video part because I want you to see how I'm going to be able to achieve the two-facing sewing, where my clients can wear the back and the front anytime or anyhow she wants it. If she prefers this print, she can wear this print as the front. If she prefers this other print, she can wear it as the front. So I'm going to make a stitching or sewing video of this outfit. Bye, see you on my next video. Can you see how detailed it is? Very demure, very mindful.